I cannot give exam, Mataji. I am getting occupied with another studies. So I want to give it, finish it off before 11th May. So that's what I was suggesting, Mataji, so maybe she can take two. So like the devotees who can give from 4th to 8th, and then after that, the devotees who would like to give,
To
yeah,
13.
yeah,
Okay.
like
Like
that.
last we did polling, right? So whoever is
Yeah,
willing to.
yes, so Mataji will have to do that way.
Hmm.
Yeah, Arunaksh Prabhu, that was I was telling Mataji, 4th to 8th, if she can finalize a date.
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्तानंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्तानंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna. So you decide 4 to 6 means, let me check. It is from Monday to
4 to 8, Mataji, and there are
4 to
7
8.
devotees. Yeah, we have 7 devotees who will be writing the exam.
4 to 8, Mataji, working time. Daytime will be very busy for me.
No, but Mataji, evening time, this time only you can take, no? Like in the evening, this
Yeah,
time.
that would be
Yeah,
better.
yeah, yes, Mataji, like this only. Because daytime even I cannot give Mataji. Weekdays I have to go to school.
Okay. So all of you come to a consensus and you tell me the date.
Mataji, that's what 4th April to 8th April. So you give us 2 dates, one date for Shloka exam and one date for written exam, Mataji.
I think written examination date should be 2.
2nd May?
Yeah, I think whatever your preparedness.
2nd May is a Saturday, Mataji.
హరే కృష్ణ
Yes, Prabhu.
తను చెప్తున్నారు 4 నుంచి 8 లోపల మీరు ఒక టైం స్లాట్ తీసుకోండి
Yeah.
అదన్నీ డిసైడ్ చేసి మీరు మీ అవైలబిలిటీ బట్టి మీరు 7 PM కైనా మాకు పర్లేదు అని చెప్తున్నారు తను ఎందుకంటే మిడిల్లో చాలా మంది డిఫరెంట్ ఒపీనియన్స్ ఉన్నాయి సో డ్యూ టు కన్సర్న్ వాళ్ళ గురించి కూడా మేము కూడా ఓకే పర్లేదు మాకు కూడా ఏం పర్లేదు హౌఎవర్ ఓన్లీ మాతాజీ తను అన్నారు బిఫోర్ 10th May షీ వాంటెడ్ టు ఫినిష్ సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓకే ఫర్ సండే అండ్ సాటర్డే అప్కమింగ్ నెక్స్ట్ వీక్స్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ ఆఫ్టర్ 4th to 8 or 10 Saturday and Sundays weekend days also.
So here in that case, like we discussed, 2 different slots. One slot for the people.
అవసరం లేదు తనే అంటే ఒక్క అతనే చెప్పారు ఏంటంటే 11th కావాలని తను ఒకళ్ళు కావాలంటే ఇండివిజువల్ తను ఇవ్వచ్చు ఎవరైతే చెప్పారో
Vamshi Prabhu, I can't follow what you're saying, Prabhu. I'm sorry.
I just said Mataji, sorry. Before if 4th to 8 in between there is Sundays, a Saturday, Sunday. Let me check the calendar. It is okay for us.
No, Prabhu,
Okay.
4th
It's
is Monday and 8th is Friday. 4th is Monday.
Monday. So Mataji, 8th is Friday, na? So Saturday, Sunday, 9th and 10th May is okay, Mataji.
Yeah, 9th and 10th is okay.
In Rohini Mataji, okay, 9th and 10th. See, since Mataji told she was working days, it's all right. So we were able to finish Saturday and Sunday daytime also examination. Done?
Yeah. Saturday and Sunday daytime, no issue. Daytime, no
Okay,
issue.
done. For me also done. Okay.
Yeah, 9th and 10th is fine. Yeah.
Yes, it's fine for me also. Arunaksh Prabhu, 9 and 10 morning, is it fine for you, Prabhu?
Morning also, evening also. It is both timing is fine for me.
Okay, so Arunaksh Prabhu, morning is also fine then. So now the devotees who are not on the call, it's just Shravanananda Prabhu, Prasannachit Prabhu, and Sanju Mataji. Mataji, Radhika Mataji, are you okay with the 8th and 9th morning?
No, 9th and 10th. 8th is Friday.
Sorry,
9th.
9th and 10th. I'm sorry, 9th and 10th, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji, no problem.
Okay. Okay, Mataji. So what timing are you okay with? For like 9th will be shloka or 9th will be written exam? How?
Anything is okay, Mataji.
Okay, so
Mataji,
9th
Finish
will
the
be,
theory part
9th is
first, I
shloka.
feel so. Later you
9th
can
is
take the shloka recitation.
so Mataji, 9th close book exam and 10th shloka. Okay, and the timing, Mataji? What timing for you?
Tell me your convenient timing, Mataji.
We
You
will
tell us.
decide. Rohini Mataji will decide timing.
Take
Rohini Mataji,
consensus of everyone, Mataji.
Soon we will decide timings. Wait for that.
Okay, so on the group is open for everyone.
Okay. I
Because
will inform to you. Also in group also. Okay.
yeah, because Vamshi Prabhu, what happens? The more we give the options, no,
అర్థమైంది
yeah, that all
so due
happens.
to other devotees also we have to take consideration since it is okay for us, but since other four devotees wanted between fourth, after fourth or fifth, so okay for us, we will stick with this for regarding them consideration. So okay for us, Mataji. Okay.
Okay, so 9th close book exam and 10th will be shloka
Ah,
exam. Now we have to
okay,
only
it's no
finalize the
alright.
dates.
Vice versa is
Right.
alright. Both is perfect.
Okay, so now we only need to finalize the time. So I'll just put a message and devotees can reply. Okay.
Okay.
Mataji, as you said, no, just give 2 slots. Like last time we had for module
Yeah,
3.
that's what I was telling you, Ratna. That's what I'm telling Radhika Mataji to give us slots, but
Ah,
she's asking
so that,
us
like
to.
whoever is having time, they will join in afternoon and finish it off. Whoever is like
Yeah.
come back from their work from night shifts and all, they will give in evening, which is at 7.
Yeah.
Both the
Saturday, Sunday also work shifts.
it will be there for you. Yeah.
వీకెండ్ మరి ఒక పని చేయండి ఎందుకు నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ ఎగ్జామ్ రాసియండి.
Radhika Mataji, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Are
Yeah.
these slots okay for you on Saturdays and Sundays, Mataji? So devotees who can't give at 2 p.m. IST can come for the 7 p.m.
Keep one timing, Mataji. That would be better. You
One.
do it either in the evening or that would be fine. I think the same class timings would be better if everybody is okay.
Mataji, Sunday, our congregation in Dubai meets on Sunday evening.
No,
Mataji.
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
Otherwise, in the morning also okay. I will be at work, but no problem. I'll manage for 1 hour.
Saturday 7 p.m. Sunday, Mataji, then Saturday we are fine. 7 p.m. is fine. Sunday.
No, Manjula Mataji, 9 and 10, no? So 9 is Saturday and 10 is Sunday.
So 9th Mataji is saying 7 p.m. So 10th also 7 p.m. only. Both the days same timings, right?
No, Mataji, Sunday 7 p.m. I can't because our congregation in Dubai meets on Sunday evening.
Then you put it on afternoon or evening timings, Mataji, for Sunday. So that everyone
Mataji, Radhika Mataji, Sunday, do you go for work? Or do you have to go to office?
No. Sunday,
Okay, so
Sunday
Sunday
morning 10 to 12, I have Bhakti Vibhav class, which I'm attending.
10 to 12 Sunday. So after that is okay for you, IST. Okay, I'll post a message accordingly, Mataji.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll start with a prayer. Soma Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaya Gada Mahyam Dadanti Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimad इति नामिने नामस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधार Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Haraya Nama, Krishna Yadavaya Namaha, Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Hariharaya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha, Yadavaya Madhavaya Govindaya Namaha. Sri Krishna Hari Bo, Gopala Hari Bo, Radha Ramana Govinda Hari Bo. Sri Krishna Hari Bol, Gopala Hari Bol, Radha Ramana Govinda Hari Bol. जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल. So welcome you all to the Bhakti Shastri module 4. So from today onwards we will be starting Nectar of Devotion. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, in this module, how many topics are there?
Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Instruction and Ishopanishad.
In how many units?
Mataji, I think there's some because unit 4 and unit 5, no, Mataji, we have 5 units.
No, total 6 units are there.
Oh, I didn't know.
No, Prabhu, in unit 4, it is one unit, Nectar of Instruction and Isha Upanishad is taken together, and Nectar of Devotion is taken as a separate unit, Prabhu.
Okay, that's it. Okay,
It is like that, yeah.
okay. I thought so. This module is the only for Nectar of Devotion only, right?
There are altogether we have five units in Bhakti Shastri. We have 5 units. So in the 4th unit, it depends on the teacher. The 4th unit, the teacher can take either Nectar of Instruction, Ishopanishad, or the teacher can take only Nectar of Devotion. It is like that.
Okay. So Radhika Mataji, I want to you do you like to take Nectar of Devotion or do you like to take Nectar of Instruction?
Prabhu, generally we take Nectar of Devotion first, then
Okay.
Nectar of Instruction and Ishopanishad.
Yeah,
When
that
we
is
did Bhakti
teacher's call.
Shastri, Bhakti Shastri when we did, that was the sequence we have followed. So I also instruct you to the same. Okay.
Okay, Mata.
You take Nectar of Instruction first, no? That's fine. Okay, all right, then okay.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. So we'll start with the introduction. Yes. Hare Krishna. Who wanted to start the introduction?
Hare Krishna, Mataji, may I go?
Yes, Mataji.
Increase the volume. Okay. Introduction. Invoking auspiciousness. Lord Shri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the cause of all causes, the reservoir of all rasas or relationships, which are called neutrality, passive adoration, servitorship, friendship, parenthood, conjugal love, comedy, compassion, fear, chivalry, ghastliness, wonder, and devastation. He is a supreme attractive form, and by his universal and transcendental attractive features, he has captivated all the gopis, headed by Taraka, Palika, Shama, Lalita, and ultimately Srimati Radharani. Let his lordship's grace be on us, so that there may not be any hindrance in the execution of this duty of writing the nectar of devotion. Impelled by his divine grace, Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada and of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada, by whose inspiration I have been engaged in the matter of compiling the summary study of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. This is the sublime science of devotional service as propounded by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who appeared 500 years ago in West Bengal, India, to propagate the movement of Krishna consciousness. Srila Rupa Goswami begins his great book by offering his respectful obeisances unto Sri Sanatana Goswami, who is his elder brother and spiritual master, and he prays that Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu may be very pleasing to him. He further prays that by residing in that ocean of nectar, Sri Sanatana Goswami may always feel transcendental pleasure in the service of Radha and Krishna. Let us offer respectful obeisances to all the great devotees and acharyas, holy teachers, who are compared to sharks in the great ocean of nectar and who do not care for the various rivers of liberation. Impersonalists are very fond of merging into the Supreme like rivers that come down and merge into the ocean. The ocean can be compared to liberation and the rivers to all the different paths of liberation. The impersonalists are dwelling in the river water, which eventually comes to mix with the ocean. They have no information, however, that within the ocean, as within the river, there are innumerable aquatic living entities. The sharks who dwell in the ocean do not care for the rivers which are gliding down into it. The devotees eternally live in the ocean of devotional service and do not care for the rivers. In other words, those who are pure devotees always remain in the ocean of transcendental loving service to the Lord and have no business with the other processes, which are compared to the rivers that only gradually come to the ocean.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So different rasas and sakhis, obeisances on to the Rupa Goswami and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami and Srila Rupa Goswami is offering obeisances onto the Sri Sanatana Goswami, who is his elder brother as well as his spiritual master. So at the same time, they are offering their obeisances to all the great devotees and acharyas, who have come to our rescue. Okay. Yes, Prabhu, you can start.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudev. From the author, Namataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
The author of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami, very humbly
Hare
submits
Krishna
that he
Mataji.
is.
Hare Krishna Mataji, one analogy, the volcanic analogy has been missed. Prabhu, you have to read from Srila Rupa Goswami praise.
Gradually come to the ocean, no? Srila Rupa Goswami prays to his
Okay,
spiritual
Mataji.
master.
Srila Rupa Goswami prays to his spiritual master, Srila Sanatana Goswami, for the protection of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the ocean of the pure nectar of devotional service from the argumentative logicians who unnecessarily meddle in the science of service to the Lord. He compares their arguments and logic to volcanic eruptions in the midst of the ocean. In the midst of the ocean, volcanic eruptions can do very little harm, and similarly, those who are against devotional service to the Lord and who put forward many philosophical theses about the ultimate transcendental realization cannot disturb this great ocean of devotional service. The author of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami, very humbly submits that he is just trying to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, although he humbly thinks himself unfit for this work. That should be the attitude of all preachers of Krishna consciousness movement. Following in the footsteps of Srila Rupa Goswami, we should never think of ourselves as great preachers, but should always consider that we are simply instrumental to the previous acharyas, and simply by following in their footsteps we may be able to do something for the benefit of suffering humanity. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is divided into four parts, such as the ocean is sometimes divided into four parts. and there are different sections within each of these four divisions. Originally in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the ocean is divided like the watery ocean into east, south, west, and north, while the subsections within these different divisions are called waves. As in the ocean, there are always different waves, either on the eastern side, the southern side, the western side, or the northern side. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu similarly has different waves. In the first part of these are four waves. The first being a general description of devotional service. The second concerns the regulative principles for executing devotional service. And the third wave, devotional service in ecstasy. In the fourth is the ultimate goal, love of God. These will be explicitly described along with their different symptoms. Can you
Hare
continue,
Krishna.
Mataji?
Hare Krishna. Analogy here is taken that of the ocean, and what do you say? Submissive attitude is utmost important for one to work. In that way, it will help them to, what do you say, regulate themselves as well as to serve the mankind. So again, the nectar of devotion, also called as the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, is divided into four parts, and which is compared to four different directions. And the first one is about the general description of the devotion service. Second one is regulative principles for executing devotion service. And third is the devotion service in ecstasy, that is another level. And last is the Prema Bhakti. Okay. Yeah. Next.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
The authorized description of bhakti or devotional service following in the footsteps of previous acharyas can be summarized in the following statement by Srila Rupa Goswami. First class devotional service is known by one's tendency to be fully engaged in Krishna consciousness, serving the Lord favorably. The purport is that one may also he in Krishna consciousness unfavorably, but that cannot be counted as pure devotional service. Pure devotional service should be free from the desire for any material benefit or for sense gratification, as their desires are confirmed and cultivated through fruitive activities and philosophical speculation. Generally, people are engaged in different activities to get some material profit, while most philosophers are engaged in proposing transcendental realization through volumes of words and jugglery and speculation. Pure devotional service must always be free from such fruitive activities and philosophical speculations. One has to learn Krishna consciousness or pure devotional service from the authorized by spontaneous loving services. This devotional service is a sort of cultivation. It is not simply inaction for people who like to be inactive or devote their time to silent meditation. There are many different methods for people who want this, but cultivation of Krishna consciousness is different. The particular word used by Srila Rupa Goswami in this connection is anusilana or cultivation. By following the predecessors, teachers, acharyas, as soon as we say cultivation, we must refer to activities. Without activities, consciousness alone cannot help us. Again, without activities, consciousness alone cannot help us. All activities may be divided into two classes. One class may be for achieving a certain goal, and the other may be for avoiding some unfavorable circumstances. In Sanskrit word, these activities are called pravritti and nivritti, positive and negative actions. There are many examples for negative actions. For instance, a deceived person has to be cautioned and take medicine in order to avoid some unfavorable illness.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So here there is no exception. Pure devotional service, again under the shelter of bona fide spiritual master, which is required. Okay, and it is not like one-time action. It is a regular thing. You have to cultivate that, condition your soul in such a way that it will always help you to stay in a bhakti. So it is a day-to-day thing. Okay. Yes. Next.
Those who are cultivating spiritual life and cultivating devotional service are always engaged in activities. Such activities can be performed with the body or with the mind. Thinking, feeling, and willing are all our activities of the mind. And when we will do, when we will to do something, the activities comes to be manifest by the gross bodily senses. Thus, in our mental activities, we should always try to think of Krishna and try to plan how to please Him. Following in the footsteps of the great acharyas and the personal spiritual master, there are activities of body, activities of the mind, and activities of speech. A Krishna conscious person engages his words in preaching the glories of the Lord. It is called Kirtana, and by his mind, a Krishna conscious person always think of the activities of the Lord as he is speaking on the battlefield of Kurukshetra or engaging in his various pastime in Vrindavana with his devotee. In this way, one can always think of activities and pastime of the Lord. This is the mental cultivation of Krishna consciousness.
Yeah. So always engage in service of the Krishna, thinking about him. Next, who wanted to recite? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Simply, we offer many service with our bodily activities, but all such activities must be in relationship with Krishna. This relationship is established by connecting oneself with the bona fide spiritual master. One is the direct representative of Krishna in disciplic succession. Therefore, the execution of Krishna consciousness activities with the body should be directed by the spiritual master. And then performed with faith. The connection with the spiritual master is called initiation. From the date of initiation by the spiritual master, the connection between Krishna and a person cultivating Krishna consciousness is established. Without initiation by a bona fide spiritual master, the actual connection with Krishna consciousness is never performed. This cultivation of Krishna consciousness is not material. The Lord has there three
general energies.
categories, three general energies, namely the external energy, the eternal energy, and marginal energy. The living entity are called marginal and energy, and the material cosmic manifestation is the action of the external or material energy. Then there is the spiritual world, which is a manifestation of the eternal energy. The living entity, who are called marginal energy, perform material activities when acting under the inferior energy. Okay, external energy, inferior external energy. And when they engage in activities under the eternal spiritual energy, their activities are called Krishna conscious. This means that those who are great souls or great devotees do not act under the spell of material energy, but act instead under the protection of the spiritual energy. Any activities done in devotional service or in Krishna consciousness are directly under the control of spiritual energy. In other words, energy is a sort of strength, and this strength can be spiritualized by the mercy of bona fide spiritual master and Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
I
So
mean,
here,
thank you.
yeah. So here, the connection between the devotee and the spiritual master is through initiation. Yeah. And slowly we are cultivating to connect with the Krishna by doing the regular service to the Lord. Okay. And the cultivation of Krishna consciousness is not material. Here again, the three energies of the Lord are being described. The external energy, which is the materialistic manifestation. Internal energy is the soul within. Marginal energy is the body we all possess. Okay. So whatever energies, the internal energies of the one can be spiritualized by the mercy of the bona fide spiritual master and Krishna. So we should directly, what do you say? Once we surrender onto the Lord, we come under the shelter, and ultimately the purification takes place. Yes, Rohini Mataji.
Mataji, Prasannachit Prabhu can read his raised his hand.
Yeah, anybody is okay.
Prasannachit Prabhu.
Krishna Manaji. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Lord Chaitanya states that it is a fortunate person who comes in contact with a bona fide spiritual master by the grace of Krishna. One who is serious about spiritual life is given by Krishna the intelligence to come in contact with a bona fide spiritual master. And then by the grace of the spiritual master, one becomes advanced in Krishna consciousness. In this way, the whole jurisdiction of Krishna consciousness is directly under the supreme energy, Krishna, and the spiritual master. This has nothing to do with the material world. When we speak of Krishna, we refer to the supreme personality of Godhead, along with his many expansions. He is expanded by his plenary parts and parcels, his differentiated parts and parcels, and his different energies. Krishna, in other words, means everything and includes everything. Generally, however, we should understand Krishna to mean Krishna and his personal expansions. Krishna expands himself as Baladeva, Sankarshana, Vasudeva, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Rama, Narasimha, and Varaha, as well as many other incarnations and innumerable Vishnu expansions. These are described in the Srimad Bhagavatam to be as numerous as uncountable waves. So, Krishna includes all such expansions as well as his few devotees. In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated that Krishna's expansions are all complete in eternity, blissfulness, and cognizance. Krishna.
Next, Prabhu, read one more paragraph.
Devotional service means to prosecute Krishna consciousness activities that are favorable to the transcendental pleasure of the Supreme Lord. Krishna and any activities that are not favorable to the transcendental favor of the Lord cannot be accepted as devotional service. For example, great demons like Ravana, Kamsa, and Hiranyakashipu were always thinking of Krishna, but they were thinking of him as their enemy. This sort of thinking cannot be accepted as bhakti or Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we are so fortunate enough, no, reading this paragraph. Isn't it? We are so fortunate enough to be in Krishna consciousness, to be under shelter of bona fide spiritual master. So, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Edi Prabhupada hoibe to.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. And how we should remember here, the analogy is also given actually. Always, as a devotee, we should transcendental loving service towards the Lord. Okay. The other people were also remembering Krishna, but yeah, but the thought process is totally different. That is not considered as a bhakti or Krishna consciousness. It has been written here. Yes. Manjula Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. The impersonalists sometimes misunderstand devotional service in such a way that they divide Krishna from his paraphernalia, and pastimes. For example, the Bhagavad Gita is spoken on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And the impersonalists say that although Krishna is of interest, the battlefield of Kurukshetra isn't. The devotees, however, also know that the battlefield of Kurukshetra by itself has nothing to do with their business. But in addition, they know that Krishna does not mean just Krishna alone. He is always with his associates and paraphernalia. For instance, if someone says, give something to eat to the man with the weapons, the eating process is done by the man and not by the weapons. Similarly, in Krishna consciousness, a devotee may be interested in the paraphernalia and locations such as the battlefield of Kurukshetra that are associated with Krishna. But he is not concerned with simply any battlefield. He is concerned with Krishna, his speech, his instructions, etc. It is because Krishna is there that the battlefield is so important. This is the summary understanding of what Krishna consciousness is. Without this understanding, one is sure to misunderstand why the devotees are interested in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. One who is interested in Krishna becomes interested in his different pastimes and activities. You want to read or?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, Mataji, just so what is important? Krishna, no matter wherever we are, Krishna and his service and what he's speaking. Okay. So that is utmost important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definition of pure devotee. Yes, Mataji.
The definition of a pure devotee, as given by Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, can be summarized thus: his service is favorable and is always in relation to Krishna. In order to keep the purity of such Krishna conscious activities, one must be freed from all material desires and philosophical speculation. Any desire except for the service of the Lord is called material desire, and philosophical speculation refers to the sort of speculation that ultimately arrives at a conclusion of voidism or impersonalism. This conclusion is useless for a Krishna conscious person. Only rarely by philosophical speculation can one reach the conclusion of worshipping Vasudeva, Krishna. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita itself. The ultimate end of philosophical speculation then must be Krishna, with the understanding that Krishna is everything, the cause of all causes, and that one should therefore surrender unto him. If this ultimate goal is reached, then philosophical advancement is favorable. But if the conclusion of philosophical speculation is voidism or impersonalism, that is not bhakti. Hare Krishna Balaji.
Yes, Mataji. So pure devotion, his service is favorable and it is always in relation to Krishna. So that means in and around, whether it's preparing the bhoga, deity decoration, or temple service, preaching, anything. So such things will automatically set to be in count for devotional service. Okay. Apart from that, anything else is not set to be the service towards the Lord. Okay. So one should therefore surrender unto him and render the service to him. Yes. Next, Mataji, you can read karma or fruitive activities.
Karma or creative activities are sometimes understood to be ritualistic activities. There are many persons who are very much attracted by the ritualistic activities described in the Vedas. But if one becomes attracted simply to ritualistic activities without understanding Krishna, his activities are unfavorable to Krishna consciousness. Actually, Krishna consciousness can be based simply on hearing, chanting, remembering, etc. Described in the Srimad Bhagavatam are 9 different processes, besides which everything done is unfavorable to Krishna consciousness. Thus, one should always be guarding against fall downs.
Yeah. So again, our activities should be surrendered unto the Lord and it should be directed in such a way that ultimately culminate in the service of the Lord. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Next devotee who wanted to read. Yes, Rohini Mataji. But Arunaksha Prabhu, you wanted to recite?
We cannot recite.
Yeah. Okay, Mataji, you can continue.
From Srila Rupa Goswami Mataji.
Yes.
Srila Rupa Goswami has also mentioned in this definition of bhakti the word jnana karmadi. This karmadi, fruitive work, consists of activities which are unable to help one attain to pure devotional service. Many forms of so called renunciation are also not favorable to Krishna conscious devotional service. Srila Rupa Goswami has also quoted a definition from the Narada Pancharatra as follows: one should be free from all material designations and by Krishna consciousness must be cleansed of all material contamination. He should be restored to his pure identity, in which he engages his senses in the service of the proprietor of the senses. So, when our senses are engaged for the actual proprietor of the senses, that is called devotional service. In our conditional state, our senses are engaged in serving these bodily demands. When the same senses are engaged in executing the order of Krishna, our activities are called bhakti. As long as one identifies himself as belonging to a certain family, a certain society, or a certain person, he is said to be covered with designations. When one is fully aware that he does not belong to any family, society, or country, but is eternally related to Krishna, he then realizes that his energy should be employed not in the interest of so called family, society, or country, but in the interest of Krishna. This is purity of purpose and the platform of pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, free from material contaminations and fully engage in the service of the Lord. Okay. In that way, that is said to be bhakti, that is executing the order of a Krishna. So the outer designations, whatever one has got nothing to do with our identity. Our identity should be in such a way that we are eternally related to Krishna. So this is the purity of purpose and platform of the pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. This we will read tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Any questions? This is self-explanatory more or less and very easy to understand also. I'm very fond of this book. Whenever I read this, I feel very good. It will give an insight like how best we can do the practices or how best we can, correct or modify or learn. So every time, whenever I read, I feel it's a new learning for me. Hare Krishna. And the great acharyas, their intense devotion service and ecstasy in devotion towards the Lord, all those things really gives a lot of encouragement to do the sadhana also. Okay, that's my personal this thing. Hare Krishna. Anybody wanted to share anything or any questions? Yes, you are
Hare
open to.
Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mataji, in this NOD, how many chapter will be covered in Bhakti Shastri?
First 19 chapters for sure, Prabhu, but I will confirm once.
Also, you confirm. Okay. Okay, Mataji, you confirm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Anything? So you come up with a timing part for your exam. Meanwhile, we'll take a break and we'll resume tomorrow. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.